Songwriting with Alec. You know, one of the hardest things about creating and being an artist is keeping yourself self-assured. I have a lot of friends and peers who think I'm always self-assured just because I'm creating on a schedule like this. I think I'm good at moving past resistance, but I think it's important to talk about the highs and lows of being an artist. Creating in itself is an uncertain thing. You have no idea what you're going to create when you sit down. So by embracing that uncertainty, eventually it'll leach into you and break you down a little bit. So I'm going to say it here. I know I'm not alone. I hope this is helpful to hear. You're not going to feel great about it all the time. You're going to wonder what you're doing and if you're doing it right or if you're going the right way. It's all part of it. Creating is one of the most uncertain paths you can take. So just know it's normal to have low periods, to think that your art's not good enough or to be wondering what you're doing. The important thing is to get back on the horse, to accept that those feelings are always going to be there sometimes. But that doesn't mean that you're not a good artist. The good artist gets back on the horse and he gets to work. You make time for those feelings. You feel them, you digest them, or even bring them into work that day. But you still show up to work. And the last thing I'll say before I even start, even if I don't find something today, I showed up for work. That's a win. It's uncertain. There's no guarantees that when I sit down, something good is going to come out. Just showing up is the important part. So that's what's going on today. We're starting a brand new song. We're coming in completely blank as I can be on a day like today. Let's go ahead and strum the guitar and see if we can find some chords that speak to us. I think that's a new ding on my guitar. I love this guitar so much. It's my main thing. I try to take care of it and really look out for it. But that's the other thing. Sometimes it's just going to get a ding. On one hand, that makes me sad. On the other hand, it kind of makes me proud. This is a tool that's getting a lot of use. It's still loved. It's not neglected. Throw a little guitar rig on there. Pick out an amp. The twang reverb, man. Use a capo. Pick a random fret. And then you just get to use your cowboy chords. And it turns out you're writing in a key that you're not super familiar with. What a fun way to go about it. That feels good. We can lay that in. It's crazy how much of a difference what your metronome sounds like can do for your performance. How can it be so hard today, but tomorrow it's gone? How can both of those be true? I don't know what to believe. Am I not real? Is this not real? I don't know what to trust. I'm feeling a little blank on words, but this part dumped out of me. So I think this was the inspiration. The craft is taken over from here. So all of these words have to do with duality. Duality. Things aren't what they seem to be. This is like a pre-chorus. Right and wrong, good and bad, sun and moon, these things don't make you. That's it. I think the hiccups. First time in songwriting and Alec history, you gotta take a hiccup break. You know, maybe there's not supposed to be words here. I could kind of just see me jamming out as like a midpoint of this song. The words for the verse were coming easily. If I still feel like we need to add words to that, we can add words, but I like this idea. I think the arrangement can start with me on an acoustic, maybe electric comes in with like a kick, and then we can slowly add this, and by the time we get to this, because there's vocal performance builds too, it could just be a jam, and that could be just the turnaround. Maybe it's not a chorus. You can't be too rigid with these things. You know, I wasn't feeling so hot at the start of this day. I'm sure you picked that up, but I feel better. Isn't that nice what art can do sometimes? Do you need help bringing your song to life? Whether that's songwriting, production, mixing, or mastering? If so, check out my website. We're back for day 2 of songwriting. I think it's just guitar and vocals for now. And today's game plan is to be adding the rest of the accompanying instruments. Let's go ahead and get a drum track in there, and that way we can retrack the guitars and kind of get everything lined up to a solid foundation. So let's go ahead and start there. I think we can keep the drums pretty simple for this one. Let's just roll with this for the verses. And let's do this one piece by piece. Cool, sounding good. You know, maybe the drums just don't come in right away. We start with just guitar and vocal. I think we just need a little fill. I think we're just gonna noodle on this one for a bit. Remember, just keep it simple, guys. Don't try to do too much. I think that's it. All right, let's go do a simple Moog patch here. Just something to fill out the low end. Close the filter up a little bit. Let's do a square wave. Sub oscillator. A little bit of glide. And then let's do some pulse width modulation. A little bit of attack, a little bit of release. All right, that's all that patch is gonna be. Let's find a good place to jump into this song. Probably when the drums come in, right? All right, let's listen from the top here. How can it be so hard today, but tomorrow it's gone? Stuck between self-assured and self-destruction. Right or wrong depends. Careful who you ask. Am I not real? Is this not real? I don't know what to trust. How can both those be true? I don't know what to believe. Duality. Things aren't what they seem. Right and wrong, good and bad, sun and moon. These things don't make you. That one sounds really good. It sounds like me, which is always a good sign. It might be one of the most me-sounding songs I think I've written in this series, so happy to report. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember that music can turn your mood around. Have a good one.